During the 102 tense and dramatic hours, Hollywood was caught up in a whirlwind of rumors surrounding Jamie Dornan and Dakota Johnson. The two names that once shook the silver screen with a series of blockbuster movies, now once again became the center of attention, but not because of the footage, but because of the real-life story that made fans' hearts skip a beat. Hourglass 102 Unexpected Hours. It all started when a mysterious photo of Jamie and Dakota was spread, revealing an intimate moment in real life. Immediately, social networks exploded, countless theories appeared. Within the first 24 hours, the phrase Jamie Dakota 102H entered the top global trending. Heartbreak, confession and silence. What was even more shocking was that in the 37th hour, Jamie Dornan suddenly appeared before the press with red eyes, simply saying, "There are things I never thought would be revealed." Meanwhile, Dakota Johnson chose to remain silent, making the public even more curious. This silence lasted until the 78th hour, when she only left a confusing status line. Sometimes the truth is more dangerous than lies. Tornado. Public opinion is divided. During the 102 hours, fans everywhere were clearly divided into two factions. One side believed that this was just a media trick, while the other side believed that behind it all was a shocking truth about a long-hidden relationship. The international press continuously exploited every detail, turning the incident into an unprecedented media storm. Clapperboard end or new beginning. Right at the 102nd hour, Dakota and Jamie suddenly appeared together at a private event. Without any explanation, just meaningful glances, leaving millions of viewers in a state of both emotional explosion and doubt. Is this the end of an underground story, or just the first chapter in a Hollywood tragedy? Sparkles. One thing is for sure, 102 Hours has officially etched Jamie Dornan and Dakota Johnson's names into the history of the most unforgettable showbiz shocks. Face mask drama or love revealed? After appearing together at the 102nd hour, many people believed that Jamie Dornan and Dakota Johnson had planned the whole thing, a perfect play to attract attention. But insiders confirmed, the eyes and tension on their faces could not be acting. An insider revealed, the two had been having fierce arguments behind the scenes, and things got out of control. Detective leaked details from behind the scenes. During those 4 days, paparazzi captured a series of unusual moments. Dakota appeared alone, clutching her phone, her face dazed. Jamie was caught leaving the hotel at midnight with a worried look in her eyes. A strange car kept appearing near the place where they were staying, raising suspicions about the intervention of a force behind. Collision. Public opinion exploded with the love triangle hypothesis. The peak of the storm was when a text message believed to be from Dakota was posted online. "I can't hide it anymore." Public opinion immediately questioned, is there a third person involved in this controversial relationship? Names were suddenly called out, making everything even more chaotic. Milky Way. The secret is still ahead. Both Jamie and Dakota continue to remain silent, but a PR expert affirmed, when they don't speak up, it means the story hasn't stopped. The media believes that this is just the beginning of an even more shocking series of events, where secrets hidden for many years will be gradually exposed. Sparkles. And so, 102 Hours of Fate is not just a passing storm, but could be the starting point for love, money, power tragedy in the showbiz world. Sunglasses. The third person appeared? After the message "I can't hide it anymore" was released, public opinion was stirred up with a series of hypotheses. A famous blogger in Los Angeles affirmed, there's a powerful figure in the film industry who is interfering in the story of Jamie and Dakota. This person is the link that causes the relationship between them to crack. Although the identity has not been revealed, a series of suggestive evidence shows that there is a mysterious figure who has appeared many times next to Dakota recently. Movie camera conspiracy to manipulate the media? The strange thing is that most major newspapers reported in the same direction, focusing on the secret romance details instead of clarifying the truth. Some independent reporters believe that there is a hand of a large media company behind it, using this scandal to cover up another scandal that is simmering in Hollywood. A source revealed, "People only see Jamie and Dakota, but in reality, they are just pawns in a much bigger game. Heartbreak Jamie Dornan, Dakota Johnson, victims or villains?" The audience began to divide into three opinions. Loyal fans believe that both are just victims of the media. Skeptics think this is a giant PR stunt. The outraged feel betrayed after years of trusting their perfect image. Jamie quietly withdrew from the event afterwards, while Dakota appeared with a cold face, avoiding all questions. Tornado, the starting point of a bigger storm. When 102 hours ended, instead of bringing an end, it opened up a series of new questions. Who is the third person? Who really controls public opinion? And can Jamie, Dakota escape this vortex of media traps? Sparkles, one thing is for sure. The story is not over. It is just beginning. Puzzle piece clues about the third person. A series of exclusive photos leaked on an anonymous forum showed Dakota Johnson secretly meeting a strange person at a luxury hotel in New York. This person is said to be a powerful film producer who had a great influence on the careers of both Jamie and Dakota. Netizens immediately hypothesized, was this the third person who intervened, or just a link in a larger conspiracy? An investigative reporter revealed, there were unusual changes to contracts during that 102-hour period, and Dakota seemed to hold an important key. Detective, the chessboard of power in the dark. While fans argued about the relationship, industry insiders focused on another detail, the suspicious silence of media corporations. News about a major film studio's financial scandal suddenly disappeared right when the Jamie-Dakota scandal broke out. A media expert commented, "This noise may just be a cover." Jamie and Dakota accidentally became the center of attention to help the public forget a more serious scandal. Heartbreak, the gap is getting bigger. In the following days, Jamie Dornan was seen leaving Los Angeles, away from the noise, while Dakota appeared alone at a major film event, her eyes cold and sometimes bitter. The media described, they stood on two different sides of a storm. One chose to run away, the other chose to face it. New moon, the door opens to a new chapter. The story of 102 Hours of Fate seemed to have closed, but in fact it only touched the surface. Who is the manipulator? Who is pulling the strings from the dark? And will Jamie and Dakota dare to face it, or will they be forever trapped in the vortex of money, power and love? Sparkles, a new chapter has opened, and the world can only wait for the next explosion in this never-ending tragedy. Fire, the truth behind the curtain. Darkness after 102 fateful hours. Face mask, the identity of the third person is gradually revealed. In a short interview with a European newspaper, a former film crew assistant accidentally revealed that the third person was none other than a veteran Hollywood producer who had supported Dakota from the early days of her career. Many sources confirmed that this relationship had lasted quietly for many years, and the past 102 hours were just the last straw that made everything explode. What's even more shocking, this man also had many secret collaborations with Jamie Dornan, causing the audience to wonder, were both actors accidentally trapped in a spiral of interests and emotions that were difficult to escape? Sunglasses, media manipulation? Analysts say that the entire press focused on the love story instead of exposing the film studio's shady financial relationship as a deliberate setup. A giant media corporation is said to have silenced small press agencies in exchange for their silence about the related financial scandals. A hidden status from Dakota further fueled public opinion. We are all just puppets in the hands of others. Heartbreak, Jamie, Dakota, enemies or allies? Fans began to worry. Has the friendship, affection, or even trust between Jamie and Dakota completely broken? Jamie quietly chose to remain silent, while Dakota faced the storm with a defiant attitude. But some people believe that the silence and hidden pieces are signs that they are secretly allying to fight against dark forces. Milky Way, the end or the beginning of a bigger battle? 102 Hours of Fate is no longer just a love scandal, but has turned into a confrontation between artists and the hidden forces that manipulate Hollywood. And as the truth gradually comes out, the whole world can only wait. Jamie Dornan and Dakota Johnson. Will they be swallowed up in the darkness, or stand up to become the ones who expose the whole system? Sparkles, a new chapter opens, and it could change the whole way people look at Hollywood.